Hey, what's going on, guys? Back to another video, and in this video I'm going to try to comfort you guys with giving you a little tour on the facility where all this works. Backup facility where they store everything, and that way you guys get a major picture and to see that this company is a real company. They actually exist. There's a building out there that handles all this, okay? Because this is, even though it's just cloud storage that we're dealing with, um, people want to know if this is a real business. So today I'm going to show you how it looks like, how the building looks like, you know? So I just want you to come here. Let's go to Got Backup, and we're going to look for Contact Us up here. And in Contact Us, it has the actual address here. So let's type this in. Let's go and copy that, and we're going to go to Google over here, and we're going to search that address, right? And here it is. Let's do a street view of it. Google's going to give us a street view, and you can see here's the building, Got Backup building, where we are located. And it's around another, what it seems to be, commercial area, more industrial, other buildings around, Discount Tire. Now, I don't know how old these pictures are, because these are from Google, and sometimes they don't update their pictures. But this is the building right here. This is the building for Got Backup, okay? Let's go a little further here. We can see the building from another point. This is it. That is the building where Got Backup is. If you're in Texas, you can probably go and check it out yourself. I'm just going around the block. Now you can see, it's old pictures, because in one shot you have those vehicles, in other shots you don't. But that is the building right here. Keep going. You can see it's an industrial area where it's located. Other buildings, other businesses. So you can see on this side there's another business, but that is basically the place is here. This is the Got Back facilities. This is where everything is hold all the data that is stored through the cloud. This is the main center. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can look at it on the map. Too bad I can't go into the parking lot. Haha. Alright, so let's see if I can do this with a satellite view. Let's go back. And see where it's pinpointed right here, where we are. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. And let's look at this. Oh. Let's see if I can move this out of the way here. How do I get satellite view? Been a while since I used this map, so there we go. Boom. So this is the satellite view of the place where which is at. This way we came around the corner here. This is the actual building. Now, you guys probably want to say, well, I want to see inside the building. I want to go inside and see what the facility is like, right? So for that, I'm going to turn it over to Joel Therian, who is the CEO, the president of the company, and he's going to give you guys a tour with this company. But before I leave, I just want to let you guys know that you can come to my website, smartphonemoney.biz, to get involved in this business. You go here, it's going to give you, it's going to show you, it's going to take you to a page. It's going to explain to you how it all works and how you can get started. If you just want the service, just go to Got Backup. It's going to bring you to the main page here. As you can see, what it is 6 terabytes of storage for 6 separate accounts for just $10 a month. And you can become a member to Got Backup, have your cloud storage, everything safely stored in your phone. in case of anything. And I'm going to be making a video about other things that you can use it besides just cloud storage. Because, you know, some people when I see that, like, man, I'm paying for something just to have my picture saved, you know. I mean, it is a good service, but you can use it in many other ways. I use it in many other ways. And that's what keeps me interested in the service and also the business, because it's a simple business. You can make either an additional income, or if you take it as a serious business, you know, it's up to you. Everybody's different, but you can make yourself some good money, extra side hustle on the side with this company. So once again, guys, let me turn it over to Joe Ethereum. He's going to give you a little tour of the place inside, so you guys can see what this place looks like and the facilities of GOTBACKUP.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GOTBACKUP. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure, and how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room, and what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, you know, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if, God forbid, there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if, God forbid, there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if, God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Meet Emily on a dream trip through Europe with her friends. From the majestic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the historic streets of Rome, every moment is magical. But disaster strikes. Emily drops her phone, thinking she's lost all her precious photos and videos. Panic sets in. Then she remembers GOTBACKUP. Every memory is safely stored in the cloud. Emily gets a new phone, logs into GOTBACKUP, and there they are. Every photo, every video, every memory perfectly intact. Thanks to GOTBACKUP, Emily's adventure is truly unforgettable.